Sorry, guys. I literally am having like whatever issue is going on where it has yeeted me out twice in literally the last. And it's buffering already. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to call Xfinity at some point because between yesterday and today, I don't know. It keeps buffering like out of nowhere. So I apologize. I don't know what's going on with that. They just fixed the internet like in our area. What was a couple weeks ago? You guys remember? They sent me like a text message that they were fixing it in the area while we were live, and it buffered a couple times, but I haven't had a single problem with it buffering since then. Now it's doing the same thing it was doing before, but even worse. So I know I noticed that the wind was yesterday too. Maybe partly why, but it shouldn't be doing that. Oh, thank you, Chris. Hi, Shay. I'm drinking out of my cool mom mug today that the kids got me for Mother's Day, even though I got, coffee going down the side of it while I was trying to carry it in here. But I love this mug. Hey, how are you? Okay. So, Christmas is right around the corner, as we know, right? Hold on. Let me see for a second here. What is happening with this? Hmm. God, this is obnoxious with the buffering. I can't. Okay. Well, we're just going to have. I do not want to have to restart this stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, I've never had a problem with it um up until yesterday after they fixed it. So after, Xfinity came out, and it wasn't just me, it was the neighborhood. So they fixed it. So for weeks it's been fine. And then yesterday it started sort of acting up again with this buffering crap. And there's no real reason. And I don't want to have to restart this entire stream. I don't want to have to do that, but I can't have it buffering every 10 seconds. That's obnoxious. I have to like disconnect from the internet and then reconnect quickly for it to stop the buffering or it'll yeet me out. Hey, Babs. I was going to do a spaces last night and I have a sick kiddo at home. She's hacking up a lung. Um, and so she was feeling crappy last night, and so she crawled up. I played a game with the kids, and then she crawled up and just laid in between me and Dad, and we rubbed her head and she fell asleep. So I was like, damn, I can't move out of this space if she's going to wake up. And she's been very uncomfortable with the coughing. She'll wake up coughing, and definitely the kids across the street were sick and had the same thing. So I think it's, going around to all the kids. And so she didn't feel so hot last night. So I was like, shit, I ended up falling asleep with her, like with her in the middle of me and my husband, just rubbing her head so that she would stay asleep because she was uncomfortable, with the coughing. He wakes you up. It's uncomfortable. Hopefully the buffering stops and it's just good morning. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you liking my stream. Thank you. Oh, you're live. Well, we'll make sure that we hit the button for you too. How to spell Mark. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can find you real quick because, I'm all about supporting other people. When they support you out of the kindness of their heart, it's so nice. Let me see. So here we go. I found you. I'm going to hit the like button for you. How to spell Mark. Give a little follow there. Appreciate you. Oh, he's got his live subscriber count up. I think he's trying to hit 80,000. Good for you. How to spell Mark. I respect the hustle, my friend. Here's a little like for you. Here's a little follow for you. Appreciate you. I hope you get to that 80,000 subscriber count, my friend. It's good numbers. It's good numbers. That's okay, Babs. Listening is just as good, my friend. Yeah, Xfinity is like a pain. I don't know what it is. It's your mom's birthday, Christina? Oh, I love that. Happy birthday, Christina's mom. Happy 79th. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's actually a picture of me, actually, funny enough. I just integrated it into the thumbnail. So for those of you who saw the thumbnail, I don't always look at a thumbnail when I'm clicking on something, which is like weird, right? Like I don't always look at the thumbnail. But I like to try to make my thumbnails something that people want to look at. You know what I mean? Like you want to look at it. You think it's kind of cool. Let's see if we can. So for those of you who didn't see it, I'll show you. Well, yeah, then there's the description underneath the thumbnails, right? There's, oh God, we're buffering again. What the? I can't do it with this buffering shit. There's descriptions in, where the thumbnail is of the video and things like that. So this is the thumbnail. If y'all didn't see it before you clicked on it, or you're on X, this is the one right here, the top one here. It's actually a picture of me. Funny enough, I just integrated it into the thumbnail, and it just says pre-Christmas chill live, cozy chat, catch up, and shenanigans. Shenanigans. But as you can see, I try to make my thumbnails a little bit different, but a little bit eye-catching. It's going to be something that catches your eye on the thumbnail, Some obviously better than others, but you try to make it stand out or be a little bit different or a little brighter or funnier or, see how they're all different. I see a lot of channels that have like just all the same. And I get it. You want to keep the same kind of stuff so that you're, people who, when they like it, but change it up once in a while. Hold on. We are buffering again. Hold on. My little is in the middle of painting this, and she wanted to show you guys. It is a lamp.
It's my cat.
That Wallflower got her that you can paint. And so Wallflower gave me the okay to let her open it today because she's home from school on vacation. She's sick. And so she is literally painting our cat. That's what she's doing. She's making it look like our cat, Dora. And it's a little lamp. As you can see, the light is on. You turned it on. And so she wanted to show you guys her creation. She even made the spots on the tail. I thought that was adorable, but she's not finished with it yet. Okay, here you go, baby. So adorable. I love it. Bye. That was for you, Wallflower.
Yeah. You're my bestie now. Bye, bestie.
She's so funny. I tried to send you the picture of her, the video of her opening it, but it said it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds. It says it's too big to send an email, too big to send a text message. Then how the hell do I send it? God damn it. Like, she said, you're welcome.
Thank you, bestie.
Oh, I can't. Don't be shy, my friend. Don't be shy. We got a good bunch. We got good eggs. We got good eggs here. God, I swear to God, the buffering is literally gonna drive me bananas. Like unacceptable. And I don't think restarting it is gonna really do anything. I don't think it's going to do a goddamn thing. Yeah, bestie. Oh my God, I would love to. I used to do conversations with my 4-year-old when she was 4 on TikTok, and she would say she's so funny. She's very like me, very sarcastic, like my oldest too. My middle is kind of quiet, but my oldest is the same with me, very sarcastic, spunky. So you never know what's going to fly out of her mouth, just like me. And I would love to. I would literally love to. She has begged to have her own YouTube channel, but since I have haters, I don't let her get on camera or anything because people are just awful. That's the reason why I don't say their names. You know what I mean? There are such unhinged individuals online that you have to take like extra precautions to keep your children safe from it. And it's unfortunate because my kid is a joy. All my kids are. They really are. And I think you guys would all enjoy them. Literally. I thought about doing a stream having my oldest as a co-host, right? As a co-host. She's 21, and I think it's something you guys would absolutely love. Oh, also, I have an announcement. Actually, it was my husband's idea for you guys. And so you can all thank him because it was a very nice gesture and a really cool idea. And I absolutely loved it. So here it is, right? Here's the announcement. My husband came up with this last night, and I said, oh my God, babe, that is such a good idea. And he's like, did I do good? I was like, yes, you supportive husband role. I love it. I love it. It is sad because I think you guys would really enjoy my kids, all of them. Like they're each unique and spunky and witty and smart and funny in their own ways, and like they shine, right? And it's so sad that I can't share that with all of you. Right. Like, but my oldest, she's 21. Right. So, me and her have talked about it's more about her health and whether she can, physically do it that day. And so we're talking about trying to get my oldest on here to do, hi, Bingo, a camera. I can do the camera off. Yeah, I can. The voice and personality will carry the entire show. I kid you not. But okay, so here's the idea, right? Brownie points. Maybe he was trying for brownie points, but it doesn't do much for me. So he was apparently trying for brownie points with you guys, if that means. So this was his idea, right? Comes to me last night and he goes, babe, what do you think about this? He goes, you have subscribers, right? Like they have to subscribe, like to watch you. And I'm like, well, babe, there's two, like, again, my husband doesn't do tech. So like all of this is extremely new to him. He does not know, like, I don't know, there's something like hurting my eyelash and I don't know what it is. I don't even have eyeliner on the bottom, but I can feel something like poking my eye and up top here, really. Like, what is it? It's not my contacts, I'll tell you that. But I can feel something just like bothering my eye. Weird. I don't see anything. You guys see anything? I didn't even put like mascara on or anything. So it's not like there's like a, piece of mascara. X is toxic, yeah. I don't know, maybe that's what it was. An eyelash? Maybe there's an eyelash in there. I see one eyelash here. Maybe that's what it is. I could feel something like in my eye almost, but like on my eyelash line. Weird. Just came out of nowhere too. Like I don't want anything stabbing me in the freaking eyeball. That's the last thing I need. I'm already freaking next to close to being blind. My contacts are like the prescription for that. You'd be like, wow, Elise, you are freaking blind. Like so blind. I don't know. Maybe it's this eyeshadow has like, sparkles in it, but a piece of sparkle wouldn't feel like there was something in your eye. You know what? I got an idea. Let me get my, wait, is it gone? I feel like it's gone. Yeah. It's like it was like right here-ish, but I think I got it. Let me just get my contact solution real quick and see if that helps real quick. So what happens when you have contacts? You just put contact solution in and hope that there's anything in your eye, it washes out. This eye is fine. I don't know, Amy. Nobody's being vulgar here. I don't see, nobody is usually vulgar here ever. I don't know what that means. It doesn't even make sense. Okay. Shay is never vulgar. Also, you can choose to. Maybe you're new here, but I don't pander for subscribers. You can choose to subscribe or not, but using an excuse like Shay is being vulgar is kind of stupid if you're going to troll. Laugh my ass off is vulgar? Sure, we'll go with that. Laugh my ass off is vulgar. Is this real life we live in? Right? And now I'm laughing my ass off. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say fuck? Is that too vulgar? Well, fuck. Shit. Is that too much vulgarity for you? Maybe this is not the spot for you. Listen, I think people forgot the fuck around and find out chart, okay? I also seem to forget that, like, I know I'm not pandering, nor will I pander to anyone for anything. At all. I will not pander for subscribers. I will not pander for you to subscribe. You can choose to do as you wish. I don't give a shit one way or another. You either like me or you don't. I am not going to change who I am, how I run my show, or anything that is involved. I had a conversation with this wonderful lady actually yesterday. And she was saying that my, or maybe it was the day before yesterday, she was saying that my, the intro is too scary, that I should change it and my name. And even though I think she's wonderful, I'm not doing that. I'm not changing my name. I'm not going to change my intro or outro. Those are things I worked really hard on. And I made them myself. And my name is an established name with merchandise and all of that. It's supposed to be scary. The intro and outro is supposed to be creepy. It's supposed to be scary. I do true crime. We do cover cases, even though we've been covering a lot of other stuff too. And so it's supposed to be a little creepy. It's supposed to be a little scary. So I'm not going to change my name and I'm not going to change my intro or outro. I said, y'all can skip through the intro if it's that creepy. or the outro for that matter. You can fast forward or, you know, yeah, we're universal. We're universal on it. And I love the lady. She's wonderful. But a creator changing their name or their intro or their outro, like I'm not gonna do that, right? Like people either choose to like me or don't. My intro or outro or name shouldn't really make a difference. You know what I mean? My name could be cutest butt in the world. My name could be Windex. You know what I mean? It doesn't, that shouldn't matter. You know, if you enjoy the content, what my name is or what the intro is shouldn't really matter. I don't know what the hell is in my eye, you guys, but I can literally feel it and there's nothing there. So I don't know. I don't know. I can feel like there's something like right here on my eyelash line and there is nothing freaking there. Literally, there's nothing there. I know, Shay. God damn it. Pull your shit together, you vulgar asshole. God damn it. Troublemaker. So funny. I was playing Hangman with my daughter. And I said, you are this. And the name was Troublemaker. Right? Windex. I mean, my name could be Windex. No, the lady I was talking to about it, she's wonderful. I love her. She's amazing. But she wanted me to like change the intro and outro or even my name. And I can't do that. That's not, it's my brand. Right. And yeah, you can say like, you know, Aiden's tried to sully my brand, but I'm not going to change my brand because if every time some asshole told rumors or lies about someone to hide their own bullshit, someone changed their name, like content creators would go through names like they go through underwear. I mean, that would be crazy. I know I'm going to irritate it more, but I totally can't because it hurts. I can literally feel like whatever it is like on my lash line, but like I feel like it's above. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I have no like mascara on or anything, and I don't have good eyelashes, so that's why I usually wear my magnetics. I don't usually use a lot of mascara because I use the magnetics instead, but it was like it hurts. It hurts. Hi Sarah. Okay, good. Your shit's together. We can move on now. Cool. My husband loves my icon. Speaking of which, okay. Speaking of which, folks. Okay, so here was the idea. Here was his idea. All right, my husband's grand idea for you guys, because it's not an idea for me. It was an idea for you. He was like, "So you have like subscribers, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, babe. Like I have subscribers and members." And he's like, "Wait. What's the difference?" So I had to explain to my husband what the difference was between subscribers and members, right? I had to explain to him what the actual differences. And he's like, okay, well, I mean, his idea was to have some sort of game or raffle to get to so that ultimately one of you wins either a sweatshirt from our merch store and or, you know, for instance, we have the Sipping on a Turtle Tails cup. So you could probably get 3 cups for the price of a sweatshirt, right? So like, or a t-shirt and a cup for the price of a sweatshirt. So essentially my husband is offering to take the equivalent of what one of our sweatshirts would be in our store plus the shipping, and give away to one of you either a sweatshirt from our store or another other items that add up to what a sweatshirt would be, if that makes sense, right? And so I said, well, yeah, babe, I'm doing a members only live stream on Christmas Eve, right? And he's like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. He's like, so here's an idea. He said, so what you do is you tell everyone who's already a member, they're already automatically entered, right? And then anybody else who becomes a member, right, up until Christmas Day, even though you would miss the Christmas Eve live stream if you waited until Christmas Day, but up until Christmas Day, can be entered in. And then whoever we're going to have him pull the winner, right? Like we're going to have him pull it. Whether we have to like make a wheel online or we put all the names in a hat, whatever. I said, well, you, babe, you have to announce this. This is your idea, right? Like it's your idea, babe. And he's like, yeah, but I have to work. And I'm like, well, I mean, the problem is he can't use his phone while he's working. So I can't exactly get him on the voice chat or even like video. Cause we thought about it. And we were like, all right, well, maybe we can get you on video chat so you could announce it, babe. Right. Like get the husband to announce it. You done figured it out. and involve yourself, sir. Like, now you have to tell the peoples, right? Like, they need the Twusband to tell them, right? And so, hey, Freeze. So, right, he done involved himself now. Hey, Pepper. So I'm like, you have to tell the peoples. And, you know, but unfortunately, he doesn't have another day. He even works Christmas Eve. So he doesn't have another day off until literally Christmas. So I said, all right, fuck it. I guess I'm going to have to tell the peoples. But just be known, it is your friggin' idea, babe. So it's your goddamn idea. So everybody who's already a member will automatically be entered into said raffle. And anybody who becomes a member from now until Christmas Day will be entered on Christmas Day. We will go live and pull a winner. And whoever that person is can either pick a sweatshirt from our merch store or multiple items that add up to what the sweatshirt is in our merch store. So does that sound good? Listen, he offered it and I was like, babe, that's, you know, like $50. Like we, you know, and he's like, well, they give him, I think it's a $20 bonus from last week and this week that he'll get like in this upcoming check for, I forget what it is, for like working overtime, like an extra, like, cause normally they only work the 40 hours, the 50 hours is only during peak, right? Because they're driving and it's logistics, and they're only allowed to work 50 hours. But so anybody who took that extra shift, because they work 10-hour days. So it's a 5th day and sometimes a 6th day. So anybody took the shift, got the extra $20, but they won't get it until after Christmas. So it was like, I was going to take that $20 from last week and $20 from this week that they're going to give me for after Christmas and use that. So I was like, oh, smart freaking idea, sir. I did not think of that, you know? Yeah, he has to announce the winner. I told him that's the caveat. Like you, sir, have to pick, like, whether it's out of a hat or like here we put everyone on a wheel, whatever it is, like he's running that show, right? Like he is running that show, right? And so, you know, like that's the thing. I was like, it's your idea. You're the one who's gonna have to announce said winner, okay? Right? Sending the vibes out, send them out, send them out. As a matter of fact, in order to help all of you, okay, in order to help all of you, right, while this is happening, because this is my husband's idea, right? This was his idea. And so I have been saving up my Google Play points or whatever the hell you want to call them, right? So that when it gets closer to Christmas Eve, I can gift however many memberships that'll buy, because you can turn your Google Play points into Google Play money, and that Google Play money can be used here to a creator as either a super chat, a super sticker, and it doesn't, I mean, they take it, right? YouTube takes a cut of it, so I'm essentially using my own, it's technically free money because it's points that I accrue just by saving them weekly. You can, you know, press the button and it like surprise gives you like 5 points or 500, like you never know how much. And so I've been saving them. And so I said, all right, I'm going to use those to gift memberships. Because I mean, it loses money for me because YouTube takes a cut when you do that. But I don't care because I would rather have people here for Christmas Eve that wouldn't be able to otherwise, or, you know, couldn't get the membership or didn't get the membership, you know? So this is how, okay, so I have to go onto my own live to do this. So everyone's prepared here. Hold on, let me mute myself here so that I can do this to gift these memberships because I'm doing it. I'm going to do it today. All right, come on, stupid phone here. All right, press the button and then, okay, membership gifting. Okay, all right, all right. 5. I think 5. Okay, let's see. We got to do, hold on. We got to do, okay, here we go. Let's see how it works here. All right, let's see. Hello, go. Oh, gotta put my password in. Hold on, please hold while the Nextel subscriber you are trying to reach is located. Okay. Is it gonna work? What's happening here? Come on. Come on. Oh, here it goes. It said it worked. Okay. We're in business. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Natasha Doodle Peter, morning, afternoon, keeping it real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I know she wants the hoodie. Believe me. She's the first person I thought about. Literally the first person I thought about when he said that. I was like, oh, Jess really wants that hoodie, man. Like, and I actually made one in our store that legitimately says her name on the side. But I couldn't order it by the 11th, and that was like the cutoff date for the store. So unfortunately, I paid till after that. So they had like early cutoff dates. I'm glad it worked. Okay, good. So now we got, these 5 wonderful people here, morning and keeping it real. These are names I see all the time. And I'm assuming some of these people are people who listen, but just can't, then that's okay. Listen and can't type, or, listen after we're not live anymore, which is totally okay. Shaking them bushes. But I love that some of you who are here all the time gets them. Unfortunately, we have no control over who gets them. It doesn't. YouTube chooses for us. And I really do think that YouTube needs to change that. I guess they try to do it in like a fair way, which I understand for the subscribers. But I also want to be able to gift people. They give me 10 a month to gift, as you guys know, to people. And so I want to be able to give the 10 a month that I get to people who are always here, like people who are consistent and part of the community, right? And they don't let you, shaking the bushes is a term that means when you're gifting memberships, a lot of the time the memberships will go to people who are in chat, but not chatting, or like watching the live stream, but not chatting. So when you oh God, we're buffering again. When you shake the bushes and you gift memberships, some names will pop up of people who are watching, but not actively in chat, right? So that's what's called shaking the bushes. Yeah, for the host, at least me to be able to pick, you know what I mean? Like, regardless, Jesse's going to have one, period. My mods will all have theirs, even if I have to pay for it myself, because it's important to me that they're here, and they really should just be exempt. As far as I understood, they were exempt, but I'm getting conflicting accounts, whether they are exempt or not exempt. They're mods, so they should be in any live stream, whether it's members only or not. They're mods. That's the whole point, right? So, but some are saying like, yes, they're exempt, and other things on YouTube are saying no, they're not. So regardless, they will be there and they will have a membership. We will figure it out. And if you have an iDevice, we are working on that. I know Scorpio was having a hard time with hers. This little QR code up here in the corner, I think it's on the other corner for you guys, but it's on my corner over here. Maestro made us this for a workaround. So if you have an iDevice, it actually won't, most iDevices won't let you actually purchase a membership or gift memberships on your iDevice, because YouTube has made it so that they can't do that, because apparently Apple wants a cut. They want a cut. So they want to take 30%. Well, YouTube already takes a very large cut. So if YouTube takes a cut and Apple takes a cut, then there's nothing left for the creator, legitimately. So YouTube has made it so that from certain iDevices, you cannot buy a membership, because then Apple wants to either tack on extra amount or take part of it. And so you have to do it from a computer, an Android device, a tablet, or a browser, a web browser. So this, if you put me on the TV and you scan this code here with your phone, it should bring you to like the website version where you can like click on it and like pick a membership. I think there's like 3 or 4 tiers, like $3.99 is like the smallest, I believe. And then it goes all the way up to like 20 or 25. And so you click on it, you pick the one you want, and then you can enter your, debit, credit, or whatever account, right? Like that's how you can do that. So Maestro made us this code, but even Scorpio was having a problem with it. I got to see if maybe Maestro can make it. Well, the problem is it doesn't get bigger on this. Like, this is as big as they allow me to like put it for some reason. And I know the workaround for iDevices is to use your web browser, but I think the problem is if you're already signed in on your YouTube, if you use the web browser, it brings you back to the app, which is the annoying part, right? But if you like sign out of it, I believe it'll at least, you got to go to the top and hit like web version or web browser instead of it going to the app. So that way, you're not bounced back to the app where it doesn't let you buy the membership, you know. But we're working on it for people who are having a hard time. We're trying to figure out how to fix that before, you know, Christmas Eve, so that y'all have the option to like make sure from an iDevice that you can get you. I mean, I guess you can still. Here's the weird thing: I think Scorpio was saying you could still send super chats, but you can't buy a membership, which is like what? Like that makes no sense to me. But I don't have an iDevice, so I have an Android. Yes, I have an Android. I actually prefer my Android. Thank you. Yeah, it makes it harder for the creators. It really does. Happy Monday, Shannon. So, oh, it's 1:13. Oh crap, I totally forgot. Jen Altman was going to be on Ray from Dallas today. And even though I can't stand Ray from Dallas and I don't know what the hell he's talking about because it sounds like he's got marbles in his mouth most of the time, I know that he was going to do some sort of live stream at 1:00. Let me check on that real quick. Oh, it's happened. Happened.
This situation.
Oh, it's happening.
And my intent was good. My intent came from a loving place to help a friend. And months later, this text message, this person turned on me, turned on a lot of people. And this text message was thrown out there
Christy,
as if I
yeah.
was sharing Aiden's text messages everywhere. And so Jessica said to me, I was, disappointed, and I said, so was I. And I told her the backstory. And at the end of it, I said, frankly, it's nobody's business. Now, listen, are you happy with me that I shared that text message? No,
yeah,
he
wasn't.
Understand
what he's saying.
But we talked about it because we're friends. He knew my intent was good, and we worked it out because we're friends, and we moved on because that's what friends do. Well, Jessica didn't like them. These were her exact words. Well, Courtney is my friend and Aiden is my friend. And Courtney's I would insane. Be remiss if I didn't ask you about these things. And that word really bothered me because remiss means negligent. And how would you be negligent by not asking me, something personal about my life? Like, what business is it of yours? It's none of your business. And I said at the end of my text message, like, frankly, Jessica, it's nobody's business. Aiden and I worked it out. We're fine. And ever since then, and her last text to me, I think, was like, no worries. I deleted the text messages. I don't have them. But ever since then, this woman has called me trash. She's called me a cunt. She has not gone not one show in 2 months where she has not said my name. For what? Like this morning on her show, she was upset because we were doing the show, or she thought it was weird, whatever.
I have no idea.
And somebody asked her, why is Jen so cunty with you? And she said, I don't know. She knows. She knows she doesn't have a reason. The reason she doesn't like me is because Aiden doesn't hate me for sharing that text message. In her mind, she was sticking up for Aiden, and God damn it, he was going to hate me. And if he didn't, she was going to hate me for him. And that's the only reason she doesn't like me.
I don't know. I just want to know what's being said. I'm kind of like curious.
Nothing.
Like what she's going to
do. And so let me get it. So yeah, and that's heartbreaking, right? That it came to this point, where, over that little situation.
I don't mind a good C word once in a while,
and
but
that you accepted responsibility because you thought that you was trying to help the GOAT, right? But
I was.
You thought this was a real friend, without speaking on names, who you could share this with, who you could try to help him. And sometimes that's what real friends do. We don't know that it's going to backfire. Right. So it started over that.
That's then who it was Christy.
She said she'll be remiss, right?
The GOAT.
It's my life. Why are you remiss about asking me a question about my personal life? What business is it of yours? She sticks her nose in fucking like everything. She has stuck her nose in all this drama with this recording, when she came out and did that face that said that she heard the recording, there was no reason for her to do that. And this is why she did that. She did that because she knew people were like yipping on the side that Kim and Will had heard it. She knew it, and that people knew that Kim and Will were friends, or are friends with Aiden.
She doesn't have X anymore.
And in her mind, she's like, well, why isn't anybody mentioning me?
Or do you mean
I'm friends with Aiden. Why wouldn't anybody think that I'm close enough that I would hear a recording? I'm going to tell everybody I heard it, because they need to know that I'm such good friends with Aiden that I heard the recording too. And that's the only reason, because nobody was talking about her. Nobody was questioning her. Nobody was asking her or accusing her or anything. That's why she did it. There was no reason to do that face.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like I didn't have a platform to address some stuff. I mean, I have one, but
so you think
I offer mine to other people
with
who
her,
want
that her name wasn't
defend
getting
themselves.
mentioned
Yes.
with the other greats?
100%.
Like they should have the
100%. That's what I think.
Opportunity to defend themselves.
That's what I think it is. She would always mention her. Well, Aiden and I were texting the other day. Oh, and she'd be in the middle of a show. Oh, that's Aiden texting me. Oh, I got to call him back. That's
so
Aiden
random.
texting me. And she would blame me. She would say that I would use Aiden's name for clout. I don't even have a fucking platform. How am I using anybody's name for clout? The woman is she's just not self-aware at all about her hypocrisy. She said this morning, or she's been saying, now, who's doing a show on Monday at 1 p.m.?
Yeah.
Bitch, you do a show every fucking morning at 7:30 to like 10 o'clock. You're going to do a political show every day from 12 to 2.
I mean, I do mine.
And you're criticizing somebody else for doing a show at 1 p.m.? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's I don't.
There's a lot of lack of self-awareness
I don't
going on in the
where,
free Karen Reed universe with
our
some of the content creators.
My problem came with just
like
when I did nothing but hold her down. With anybody who.
Oh damn it! We're buffering. It's fucking buffering bullshit.
Came for this side, but let me ask you this. Because I'm not worried about that. Hopefully she can get over it, because it is what it is. To me, it's a small thing. She
I think
to make
so.
it big. I have no problem.
Not a fan of this guy.
Let me ask you, how long have you been knowing the GOAT?
No, she doesn't.
I have been reading him since about 2018, 2019. I would say, and we would exchange messages because I was a fan. I am a
this buffering
3 or 4 years.
Fucking bane
but
of
a lot
my
of people have misinterpreted what I am with Aiden. Aiden and I are friendly. We're friends. I do not help run Turtle Boy. I'm not his right-hand man. I'm not, working in an Excel spreadsheet full of Twitter accounts. We talk on the phone sometimes. We text once in a while. We're friends. That's it. I'm 10 years older than this man. We're not hanging out having beers. I support him. I support his fight. I will always do that. Does he drive me crazy sometimes? Yes, like as he does to everybody else. But all these people who are like, oh, Altman's doing this, Altman is this, Altman's that, it could not be further from the truth.
Hey, Lisa.
We're friends. That's it.
And y'all relationship is nobody else's business. And
Right.
Why is everybody worried about y'all relationship? That's the question I have for you. Why is everybody so worried about y'all relationship? They need to worry about their own relationship that they have with the GOAT.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just it's hard to clean up a lot of misconceptions and lies and half truths when you don't have a platform.
I know.
That's why I appreciate you because when all of this Karen Reed stuff started coming out, and Kevin Clevin, whoever would call me, he called me the pit bull, and I was like second in command and all that. It's such. I would laugh about it. It's such bullshit.
Who was that? He called you what?
Clevin. Do you know Clevin from the Yellow Caddies? He used to call me the pit bull. The pit bull.
Oh, you talking about the bald head, cone head motherfucker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And he
called you the pit. Oh, okay.
The pit bull. And he would tell people I had like files on everybody.
Did he just call Aiden a goat? Like, did that just happen? I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now. Like, I'm sorry. Someone please explain to me what I mean, a goat as in he lives in a fucking barn in a farm? Like, sure, the crazy farm. The fucking crazy farm. Like, what, dude? What? I mean, Aiden has a spreadsheet. He literally has, I kid you not when I say, my fucking eyeball, dude. I can't even focus my eye. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's literally on my lash line and there's like nothing there, but yet I can feel a pain. Like, what is it? It just came out of like left field too. Like, I'm hoping it's just like an eyelash that's like, I don't know. Like what? The goat? Like, I can't. Like, what? What? Oh, I can't. I literally can't. The only goat I know is Tom Brady. Thank you very much. Very, very much. All right. But like I said, unless you live in a fucking barn, eating grass and it's a crazy farm, then sure, he's a goat, an actual goat on all fours. Like, but greatest? No, absolutely fuck not. I had to like try to process that he said that. Like, I'm what? Like, what? Yeah, because Clara said so.
I found your video on the TV.
Oh, cool. She found me on the TV. Cool, don't watch it. I'm wearing this. That means I'm on now. Please don't watch it. Thank you. Now I have to go make sure that she's not watching my live stream on TV. Hold on. That moment when your kid's looking for something to watch on YouTube and your video pops up. Oh, I can't. I just found you on the TV. Yup, you sure did. The love of God is gonna put something on the TV. Like, I will take my YouTube off this TV right now. That was exciting for her. Mommy was on TV. Okay.
And if you crossed Aiden, then I was going to release your file to the world. I spent half my day trying to get my fucking computer to recognize my face so that I can open it and answer an email from work. I'm not having files on people, I promise you.
But you know what, Miss Altman, I take that as a compliment though, because
and it has
I like
donkey
people like you who
like
are out there fighters, right? Who going for what's right, and to see how you know, the stuff is happening to the goat. Call me a pit bull, call me whatever you want, because I'm doing for what's right.
Yeah, marbles.
Right. It ain't
I don't
nothing
know.
else.
Yeah, I mean, the Karen's fight was right. His fight against, against these bogus charges is
nice,
just right. As far as all the other drama, I
Go
don't
home if you don't have
want
the gift.
I wish it would all stop. And I just want to focus on supporting
Shannon Sharp.
that fight, the corruption. Kelsey Fitzsimmons, Aiden, and who knows how many other people. God, her name is slipping me. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. The young girl. Maybe somebody in the chat can say the young girl that was.
Let me ask you this, because
I love that
people
for your
think,
mom, Benny.
that I'm all
Your
about
mom's
drama,
so
which
funny.
I'm not. I'm for protecting the house, right? For anybody who come at this side, right? That's what I'm about.
So funny.
Right? And I go with anybody who go at this side. I'm always wanting a resolution to anything, right? So and for Jessica Machado to think that somebody gonna talk about her husband, or her children, that is just mind-boggling. And it make me feel bad that she would even think that I would set a platform to let people come on her and do that.
Whoa. Hold the phone here. Hold the goddamn phone. Hold the motherfucking phone. Hasn't he held the platform to say a lot worse about people? I'm throwing that out there. So, I guess Jess doesn't want people talking about her kids and her family, which is probably why you shouldn't have them on your stream or tell people where you live or where they go to school, because it's like a safety thing, right? It's like there are crazy people online, right? But what the actual F? Like, I'm pretty sure the clips that I've seen have been way worse than like mundane talking about someone's family. So to be fair, Ray, I think you have used your platform to say worse about people. So just, saying here. Okay. Like, I get it. Here's the thing. This is where I get into like whether I like people or not doesn't matter. I want to be like fair. Okay. Jess has a platform. Jen does not. So for instance, if one of you, like say Aiden used one of you and he was, telling you to go die in a hole like he does to people. Right. Right. That's what I thought too, Shannon. Right. Like, isn't that what it is? But so sorry, my phone is going nutty today. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So in my eyes, if any of you got attacked by Aiden and he said, like, go die in a hole, blah, 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 he's done that to a couple of you, right? Just simply because you disagreed with him on something in the chat and he like went on a whole tangent. If someone said to me, hey, Lise, do you mind if I come on your platform and defend myself? I'm really tired of being, all these lies being spread about me. I've had my issues with Jen Altman, okay? I have had plenty of them throughout time. All right, most of you know that, okay? But she doesn't have a platform. So, I did point out the other day that Jess is just kind of like adding her name into like pretty much everything for no real reason, which I don't agree with either. So I do think it's only fair that Jen is allowed to like speak her piece. She doesn't have a platform to jump on. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have a platform. There are things I choose to ignore on purpose, right? Because it's just silly and ridiculous. And I'm not going to reply to things that like anybody with common sense would go, that makes no fucking sense, right? But some things I choose to defend myself and be like, that is just absurd, right? And I can do that with a platform though. Like without my platform, if someone with a platform is running their mouth about me, like all I can do is respond on like Twitter or Facebook. And that's not exactly getting out to all of the people I want it to, for them to understand what is happening, right? So for me, it's more about fairness. And I know, I get heat from both sides. You guys know this. I get heat from the anti side because I don't bow down to what they think I should do. I get heat from the Free Karen Reed side because I don't bow down to what they think I should do. Well, here's the thing. I'm never going to change my opinion on the Karen Reed case. Most of you know that. My opinion is not going to change, period, right? We can agree to disagree on that if you want to disagree on that, right? But I can also coexist with people in a way where we don't need to hate each other just because we believe something different in a criminal case. That is over, by the way. That criminal case is over, right? There are a lot of people that were misled in this whole thing, and I hope that one day we can have a real conversation about it. But until then, building bridges is something I'm trying to do. I want people to feel comfortable to come to me and come here and have a civil chat, right? Not be a troll, not be ignorant, but have a civil chat. Jen doesn't have a platform, so if Jess is going to use her platform every single day, we do have to be fair. Whether we like these people or not is irrelevant, right? I still want to point out what's fair and what isn't fair, you know? He said that. I mean, I did know that he had a nanny. But I mean, his parents were there. It's not like they disappeared. They were there. Nannies could be so helpful to some of us, I'm telling you. Is Ray going to apologize for telling me I'm a B and C? He said that to you? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. Yeah, I saw that he was accusing his mother of pretty insane. But again, that's part of like the conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy theory with him. And that's, I just can't do it, you know? Just saying, you know? He said that to you? Like, what the actual hell? Like, what the actual hell? I know. Mondays are, isn't there a meme for that with Garfield? And it's like, oh, Monday, you know? I mean, no, I don't mean platform like an account. I mean platform as in like a way to live stream, right? Because it's not kind of an even playing field if you have someone who can live stream to thousands of people or, you know, hundreds of thousands of people if they want at once, and then someone who just has like Facebook or X. That's what I mean by platform. I don't necessarily mean just, you know, the being able to type something. Typing something is one thing. Being able to tell an audience in your own words with your, you know, like that. No, be yourself. Really? Be yourself. Don't give your audience something fake. I can't believe he said that to you. Shut the hell up, dude. I cannot believe that. That's crazy. I have no words. I'm with Jess here. Like, I have no words for that. Like, what? Like, what? First of all, bro, you come for my friends or the people that I care about, you know, then I don't tend to have good feelings towards you. And I'm usually a pretty fair person, but if people are coming after people like Deidre or Jesse or Wallflower or Leah, these are people I have real relationships in like real life, you know, and many more of you, Benny, like there's so many more of you. I could probably go through almost this entire list, right? Then I have something to say about it because you're coming after people who are actually really good human beings, decent, kind, smart, funny, loving. I'm going to cry. It pisses me off. Generous human beings, like people who would give you the shirt off of their back if you needed it. And instead of getting to know these people, you spew venom. You spew venom because the turtle told you to. Or the Glearer told you to, which is how Ray was born, of course. But yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, it is not okay for me. It is not okay for me, right? Like it is not. It doesn't. 5-word Freddy. I fucking can't. Yeah, I can't understand. I said that earlier. I can't understand what he's saying. Like, I can't, and I don't watch it because, like, yeah, the clips that I've gotten alone have been pretty bad, you know? And that's the thing. See, Benny's a good soul. He does hold back a lot because he doesn't want to hurt someone. He's a lot like me. A lot of you are. And that's the part I think that hurts me the most is a lot of you are just really decent, good, kind, smart, loving human beings. And people didn't bother to get to know you. They just spew venom wherever they're told to spew that venom and hate and anger. And it's like, wake the fuck up, guys. Because the people spewing it don't realize that it will be spewed at them too. You're one wrong opinion of yours away from it being done to you. You know? A racist. I love when people try to use that word. I'm like, you realize I'm not white, right? I know my skin color might look white, but I'm not white. I'm just not. Like, it's the bottom line. So yeah, you don't. And that's the thing. You don't want to, you don't want to be like that. You don't, you know what I mean? But you're right. It says more about them than it does you when they do shit like that. And I've said that many times, right? Like it says more about those people when they use those like that kind of language and say those things about you when they don't know you. It says more about them than it does you. It really, really does, the whole group of you. And I bet it was people I know, right? Like Babs, amazing person, by the way, like kind, loving. Shauna, probably. Like, these are good people, like good people that you would want in your corner, good people that would have your back, good people that'll check in on you and say, hey, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? How are the kids? How is life? They're not looking for anything. They just looking to have a friend, to be a friend. And that's all you can really ask for is someone who's willing to, like, you pick up the phone and you call and you're like, I'm having a bad day. I need someone to answer, like, damn, Yeah, see, I'm like you. Benny knows, he knows me too well. Like I have no patience for fucking stupidity. I just don't, I really don't. You guys know what happened at the courthouse. Like, I don't care. Babs, like, how could you say something like that to Babs? Like, it's just insane to me. She's one of the kindest, most gentle, non-judgmental people. Like, what? I mean, settle down over there, Shay, with your vulgarity, okay? Settle the fuck down. Settle down now. Oh, yeah, you know me, dude. I don't have patience for stupidity. I just kind of don't. I don't. I'm just curious. I know this isn't normally like something I would play, but I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of curious what's going to be said here. I want to know.
Wouldn't even, go that low.
And to be fair, I would have to watch it later anyway, so why not watch it with you guys?
But
would never
I'm
do
always
that.
looking for a resolution. Is it a way that possibly you and Jessica could talk this out?
No.
Could it be fixed?
No. And you know what? I don't want it to be. I don't want to have anything to. Jessica Machado is not my type of person.
Curious.
The way that she, spends her time talking about, you want to share your life. That's amazing. And you know what? I'm going to give her a compliment because she does seem like she's an amazing mother. That she has put her life into raising her children. And I think that's admirable because I did the same thing. I was home every day that my kid got off the bus. And I am proud of that I was able to have a career where I was home every day to take care of my son. He's thriving. He's a freshman in college.
I'm home for my kids too.
And so I'm going to give her that. Thank you. But to get on the plot, she's not, what she's done to Brian, LTL, doing that one show on him, whatever, fine. But it's constant. Crawford, it's constant. Nan, it's constant. She calls Nan's son an it the other day. Like, stop with the hypocrisy.
What?
Stop, build on your platform. She's obviously talented. She can talk. She knows her politics. She knows all that. Focus on that. Don't focus on me. Why am I'm just a 54-year-old Jewish mother from the suburbs who works 2 jobs and raises her kid. Why do you keep mentioning my name? Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone already.
No violence in the chat. No violence.
Just to be honest and unbiased about the situation, it started because she said, "Why did you share that text?" Right.
Right.
But I heard all the time how
that was a pretty good point.
It's hypocritical of her because she talk about personal conversations.
Yep.
On a big platform like she has, right? And that I'd be like, why are you? It went there with you with that, but she do it all the time and talk about why she do it all the time. What's your thoughts on that?
That she talks about
private conversations.
And she'll say, well, I'm not like Jen Altman who shared Aiden's private texts, except for the ones that I shared with his with his 2 paralegals. Okay, but you still shared private texts. You're justifying. you're justifying it, which is fine. Justify it. I don't necessarily disagree, but don't bash somebody else as being a bad friend. And one more lie I want to clear up. I'm not a raging liberal. She keeps saying I'm a raging liberal. I'm an independent who leans left. That's it. Okay, I had to clear that up. I think she's just a bully. I think she's somebody who claims that she has a lot of self-awareness when she actually has zero self-awareness. To say that we shouldn't be doing this show talking about her, because I think she thought it was going to be like a trashing show, or that I had like all this dirt that I was going to put out on her. I have no desire to do that. I don't do that. I don't ever do that.
And to be honest, Ms. Altman, she came at us, me and Dumpster, for interviewing.
Who's Dumpster? Someone want to fill me in on that?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, you interviewed Kate Peter, and that's where I got a little frustrated. Like I want Jessica to know. I'm not trying to have no problems with you. I want everything to be clear, because we supposed to all be on the same side. But don't be hypocritical,
right?
Like she was with you, like she was with me, and then have a problem with it. That's the only thing that's frustrating to me. Because like you say, I think she's a very talented and beautiful
I never
woman.
heard that name before.
Her commentary is extraordinary. I would never take that away, right? So, and when people came at her, I protected her at all costs. See, I don't know what the misconception was. I guess because she didn't know me or she never watched, but I didn't ask her to watch or look for me to do anything. I'm not saying, hey, look at me. But when you come over here and say, oh, I got to come check their temperature, what do you mean? Check our temperature. If you would have been checking our temperature, you would have been seeing how we was coming.
Hey, standing.
But, I don't get it. Like I said, I wish it could be a resolution, but like you said, stated, right? It's very harsh, of her to come at you like that, and in the same sense,
incoming, shaking the bushes.
Exactly. She does the same thing that she, who cares? Can't you have a show on your own? I think you can. Because I've heard you talk, and you're obviously very knowledgeable about politics in the world and all that. Like, use that, because she was, I feel like she was once a respected journalist when she worked for Fall River Reporter, and even with her Substack, I thought she was really good. But I feel like what she's getting into on her shows, and don't worry, Jessica, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just making some suggestions that, go for the things that you're talented. This bullying, drama, mean girl, every single show, going after somebody,
I don't think
is not going to help you. It's just not. Like, leave me alone already. Can't you do one show without talking about Jen Altman? I don't have, who am I? I'm nobody.
Yeah, and I don't.
I'm just curious.
I really don't think it's fair either, right? For her, to be attacking you like that, especially when she's doing the same thing that she's attacking you for, and she did not like you for. And when you said she felt like that because nobody was saying her name, like, I really think that comes with ego. Like, she wanted to, in my opinion, like, look at me. I knew too.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Exactly.
And it shouldn't even have to be like that. Like, what is we doing?
Like, right? Who cares?
Let's fight this fight together. Look, I have problems with them other guys, and I done expressed my opinions about LTL and Crawford as well. And you know, and I got my opinions on them, right? But like I stated, as long as they ain't saying nothing else about this side, they ain't gonna hurt my mouth. Long as they leave this side alone, they're not gonna hurt my mouth. But as long as they keep messing with this side, then they're gonna hurt me, right? But like I stated, I just don't get it, you know.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. She says that I'm like jealous of her friendship with Aiden. I don't care. I don't care. Aiden has lots of friends. Oh, and one more thing, like when this whole thing was happening with her and Nurse Kim, and she said she apologized to Nurse Kim, and Kim called me and she said, you know, she really sounds sincere. I want to accept her apology. And I said, you should absolutely accept her apology and move on. Yes, I said, move on. And if you can have a professional relationship, have that professional relationship. Do whatever you want. I encourage that. I've never said to Kim, I've never said to anybody, if you're friends with Jessica, you can't be friends with me. However, I might be thinking in my mind, if you're friends with Jessica, maybe I want to protect my peace a little bit and move back a little bit because she's just not my kind of person, you know. But I've never, those words have never come out of my mouth. But the thing is Jessica never reached out to Kim after that. And Kim can tell you, we had that conversation. I said, you should absolutely accept her apology and move forward.
So
and
let
then
me ask you
Jessica
this.
Never did anything about it. Yes.
Let me ask you this. So did y'all already have y'all problems and you told Nurse Kim that after the fact?
Yeah, this was just recently. Yeah, this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago when Jessica had done her original, and she was already trashing me. She's been trashing me since September. Oh yeah, and
so you told, even with her trashing, I mean, what you say, like trashing you, talking about you in all different ways, even with going through that.
She was walking by to use the bathroom and she heard me say 6'7". So she, of course, busted in and goes, did you say 6'7"? 6'7". That was a 6'7" dance that you guys did not get to see, but it was cute nonetheless. She's still painting her cat that Wallflower got her out there. Oh god, that 6'7" thing. I'm telling you, it's driving me bananas. Bananas. Every time I say 6 or 7, you know, it's a 6. See? 8. Emily, she's 8. Speaking of Emily's, we did get a $25 donation for the mods to pay for their memberships from Emily. So thank you, Emily. We appreciate that. And I will get it to each mod in whatever payment form they have so they can get their memberships to the channel for Christmas Eve. If you haven't all gotten your memberships for Christmas Eve, make sure you try because we are doing a members only live stream on Christmas Eve, pajama party. A lot of us have some wrapping to do, but it'll just be a fun Christmas Eve party. So we're going to be here in our PJs with our beverages, whether that is water or Red Bull or champagne or a beer. It doesn't matter. We're just all going to chill, maybe wrap some gifts as a whole for some chillins and hang out. There's a 6'7" coloring book. Shut the hell up. That exists. I did not know that. Oh, this is going to be a long vacation. No, that's going to be a goddamn vacation. Oh, goddamn. 6'7". It is like a TikTok. It was like a basketball thing. And it caught on all the kids like 6'7". It was a TikTok that kind of went viral, really. Yeah, no, she was a cop. She was a state police canine officer, which she had accolades for because she was damn good at her job. Yeah, there's a reason for the obsession. God forbid, It is, right? Is it the word of the year? Is it? I can't. That is hilarious. It was here in Massachusetts. She moved out of state. She's out of state now. She lives in the Carolinas. So she runs a facility training dogs. And she's damn good at what she does. So after all she has been through in the last 7 years, especially dealing with Aiden, she has persevered and done a damn good job at that. A damn good job at that. Yeah, she had to deal with all that simply for something she had really nothing to do with anyway. Something that they were fully aware of when they hired her. It just pisses me off, It pisses me the hell off. And does volunteer work and has done search and rescue and cadaver and trained service animals. Girl, don't cut yourself short on all the work that you do 7 days a week at that facility. I love you so much. Love that so much. Yes, it's that. Yes, correct. It is that one. All the unnecessary nonsense for no real reason, which is what pisses me the hell off, And look what happened there, right? Like they have lost a damn good officer who was good at her job, but also has compassion and empathy. Like that is something you want on your force that you no longer have from a bully blogger who likes to run with nonsense. Like, come on, man. There's a lot of people that think both sides in the chat. Allie, we coexist here. We coexist here and we don't argue about it because the case is over. And, maybe one day we can all have that discussion, but I don't usually host people sort of arguing back and forth about it because we could just agree to disagree and not, get all heated and angry. And I'm trying to sort of build those bridges where Aiden sort of threw acid on them, I don't obviously think that she's innocent. Most people know that I'm not going to change my opinion on that, but I can also respect that people have a different opinion than I do and that I don't agree with that opinion without sort of, spitting the hatred and anger and vitriol that Aiden has so kindly shown people how to do for his own benefit. For his own goddamn benefit, It sure is your passion. That's for sure. That is for sure. Ooh, can you rescue Aiden? He's a donkey. An ass, if you will. I don't think he can be rescued, though. Just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not sure he can be rescued. You know. Yeah, there's good and there's bad. Just like there's good lawyers, just like there's good and bad lawyers, good and bad doctors, good and bad there's good and bad everything. Oh, the puppies. Karen has the puppy. Well, she's got dogs too, but she's got a puppy. Oh. Yes and no. Depends on what horror movie. Anything with a clown is a no-go. I don't do clowns. I freaking hate clowns. They're creepy. All right? Creepy. Well, when she comes to visit me, I will let you know, Benny. We can all go out and have dinner or breakfast. You know? Yeah, there's a bunch on both, you know? A bunch on both. Yeah, I do believe it's beyond help. But it was still a funny joke. You know? Oh, yeah, that would definitely give anyone PTSD. That's for sure. A schnoodle. I love it. Schnoodle. Aww. Yeah, no, it isn't. It was just a joke. But, I mean, he's a jackass in my opinion. Hold on, I'm getting incoming something right now. Hold on. Hold on. Interesting. Interesting. Offering is going to be the fucking end of me here. I'm going to play a little bit more of this just to hear if there's anything else sort of interesting going on. And I'm going to move on. Sorry. All right, let me play a little bit of this and then we're going to move to something else. Right? The goddamn donkeys. All right, hold on.
You told Nurse Kim that she should accept her apology.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's
And
amazing.
Kim can back that up 100%. Kim would absolutely 100% back that up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because your friendships with somebody else are nobody's business.
Nobody's business.
Unless you start talking about me and I hear it, it's not my business what kind of friendship you have with somebody else. I don't care. I don't care.
That's stunning to me, right? This is the stunning part to me because I didn't know this. And this probably new to a lot of people on her, right? Even with her maliciously going at you, you still told Nurse Kim she should accept her apology. Oh my, that just shows your character, right? And that's what I really respect about you.
Agreed, Lisa.
Miss Jen Altman.
Yes.
I don't care about nobody else being cool with nobody else. That don't got nothing to do with me. Just because I don't like a person might not be my cup of tea, they may be yours. Right. And that is really admirable of you, knowing the way she's been maliciously going at you without her knowing, because we know she didn't know this.
No, she didn't know that.
Nurse Kim, she should accept her apology. Oh my.
And had she followed up with her apology with Nurse Kim that she said she was going to do privately, Kim would have told her that. But she didn't follow up with Kim, so she didn't know. And I didn't even hesitate when Kim said to me, it really sounds sincere. And I said, okay. And she said, I think I'm going to accept it. Would you be okay with that? And Kim was going to accept it no matter what. But obviously, Kim and I are good friends. She didn't want to hurt my feelings. And I said, didn't even hesitate. Said, I would expect nothing less from you, Kim. That's what I said. I would expect nothing less from you.
Okay, real quick, because I know we don't got nothing but like 20 minutes left. I want to take a little break, because
Okay.
I love my audience. I love them to death, and I love you so very much too, Miss
Oh,
Altman,
I love
for
you
coming
too.
on here and gracing this stage. I want to play a little something for my audience. This is my little break, and we'll come right back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know we take breaks while live streaming. I know that was a thing. Now we know, right?
And I do appreciate you for Dad to take that little quick break.
Can
I
I
thought that was
say
beautiful right there. I seen that on the on like YouTube or something. And I just want to play that because it was
yes?
just a beautiful moment. Plus, I'm from Dallas and I'm a Cowboys fan. So, and then he was singing a song that I like. I can't sing like that, but he could sing like that.
Can I
But
say one thing to this? I was reading the chat a little bit. This person who's in the chat, it's Big Earl 401, wrote something like, I don't know. Jen Altman is always in the drama behind the scenes. First of all, how do you know? Are you behind any? And what scenes? What scenes? What circle? How do you know I'm into any drama behind the scenes? Because somebody tells you on Twitter that I did something, so now you know me and you know what I'm in behind the scenes. I think a lot of people would be very surprised to know that I have been leading a very quiet life for about the last 6 weeks. I don't talk to people. I haven't been on. I mean, I might check Twitter, once or twice a day. I've been focusing on my 2 jobs and my family and my cat and my this. But so for you, it's Big Girl 401. I'm calling you out to get in here in a chat and proclaim that you know facts that I'm into something behind the scenes. Prove it. Prove it. Don't just say it. Give me an example.
yeah, and how does anyone know what you're doing behind the scenes anyway, Miss Altman? Like, how does they building out a science guy or something? They watching your every move. How do they know what you're doing behind the scenes? It's nonsense.
It's a Big Girl. Altman, you have no idea who I know and who I talk to. Listen, if you were anybody who knew me and knew anybody I talked to, that you wouldn't know anything because there's nothing to tell you. Absolutely nothing.
So basically, your message on your valid truth journey that you want to get across today is you just wanted to stop because you feel like you're getting maliciously attacked for something that happened between you and your friend. Y'all figured it out, right? And she's been attacking you because of that. But it comes out that she's having private conversations. And now it's turned into be hypocritical if you're non-biased in this situation.
She's a hypocrite. She's a liar. She just needs, she wrote a text to me. There was one other text exchange where she got on her show and she said something like, I would never text Jen Altman, except
not ignoring you guys.
Did after the Wilbur. And I called her out on that and a couple other corrections. And she wrote something like,
he was sleeping.
You need to get a life and get out of all the drama. But Mrs. Machado, it looks like you're the one that's been in all the drama for the last, 5-6 weeks. Seems like all the drama has kind of circled around you and in your little platform, big platform there. It's not circling around me. You don't see me. You don't see my name in any of this going on. So maybe, you should take a step back from your hypocritical life and think about the things you say and the things you do. Just leave me alone. If she never mentioned me again, I would never mention her again, ever. She's nothing in my world.
Now, everybody from where you at, I'm in the 214 to around the states to across the pond. Y'all just heard Miss Altman say she never mentioned her again. Miss Altman won't mention her name, right?
It's her world. We just live in it, in case anybody didn't know.
It's just mind-boggling a little bit, right?
Where the hell? God damn.
Just really understand and hear what's going on now, and just to see how the situation playing out, and with me finding a new understanding,
Where can I find this?
you know, of
Damn it.
what she did at first and trying to justify, you know, her interviewing somebody, didn't get a problem with me
Right.
interviewing somebody. Then I find out, you know, with you that, you know, which I heard through the grapevine about you sharing that. And, you know, like you said, you was just trying to help a friend, you know, it was wrong, and you and the go got over it.
Yep.
But she has been doing the same thing.
Yep.
Right. So
Oh, excuse me.
I just don't get it on what her problem is, right? You know, I, like you said, if she never say your name again, you won't mention her again. So I hope she don't try to find a way to spin this, right?
She just
Because
doesn't exist in my world. We're nothing alike. We have nothing in common. It's just fine with me. But you know, use your talent and stop going after people who haven't done anything to you. Like, why do you need that? It's bullying maneuver. It's getting your people riled up in
No,
the
this is
chat
now,
to
Shay.
say nasty things about someone.
It's
And
actually
listen,
now.
before anybody says it,
Mhm.
I've been guilty of it. Absolutely. I have participated in it. You know, maybe it needs to happen to you to take a step back and go, this is not nice.
That's to be
And
fair.
maybe in the last 6 weeks, Jen Altman has gone back to her nicer self, because there is a part of me that's, most of me is very nice. If people meet me in person, I'm a much different person, because, you know, words on the internet don't always, the intent doesn't always come through correctly. But, you know, maybe this has been a lesson to me to maybe step back and be a little nicer to people and not
Let's all try that. Let's all
pile on, you
Let's
know.
all try that.
no, absolutely, 100%. And we all got to take a step back and look at ourselves, because even me too, right? Because I had situations on her, whether I felt right or wrong. I think the proper thing to do is just, you know, step back, right? Because you have to look at yourself in the mirror. You can't make nobody understand. You can't give nobody an understanding. It's out the dumpster juice. That's why I love her to death. You can't make people have an understanding. And if you sit and try to make people have an understanding about how you feel, that would drive you crazy. So I came to the point where I don't care about people having an understanding. I'm just gonna move along, and I'm not with that. As long as nobody don't say my name, I won't say
And if
that.
it's not your direct business, don't get involved. That's my new motto, is like, if it doesn't involve me personally, I'm not talking about it. I may think about it in my own head. I might come up, you know, with my own opinions and my own thoughts in my own head, but I'm not saying it to anybody, nobody, because if I'm not directly involved, I don't
bullshit.
I don't want to have anything to do with it.
We'll see, with me,
we
I'm
do
different, right? Because see,
have
you
our
know,
own opinion on
I
that
see
case,
these
which is why we
thousands
don't
of people
usually
attacking the
bother
GOAT
it
in this
in
side.
this.
So it's just in me. I just, you know, came
Yeah.
out of nowhere, and it's just in me because, you know, I don't like bullies, right?
Right.
I don't like that. I don't like people who like to bully folks and think it's okay to bully, right?
What?
And so
I
I'm
think
just
Ray's done some
like that.
bullying, so come
But
on.
I want to ask you, how have this
Come on.
personally affected you? You know, would you say the way she's maliciously been attacking you?
I mean, honestly, it's just annoying. It's annoying because I know that I've never done anything to
Yeah,
her,
I'm
nothing.
confused.
And
That
I
doesn't make
knew that
sense to me.
I knew why this started. And it's frustrating because I don't have that platform to get on a YouTube show or my YouTube show or my, you know, and say that this is what happened. This is why she's coming after me. I
Yeah,
didn't do anything to her.
I agree with you,
It's simply
Shay.
because she was
Confused here.
sticking up for Aiden and thought she was sticking up for Aiden. And when he didn't hate me, you know, she was going to hate me for him. And she didn't like that. And so she just started going harder. And she'll say, like,
Such
oh,
a good
Courtney and
point.
Tina would tell me things about her. Great. You know, I used to be, you're listening to one side of a friendship that broke down. And not to mind you that Tina turned out to be the biggest turtle boy bashing page on Twitter. So I wouldn't really use that as, being proud.
And then I would say this too. Also, you and her have a problem, so it will be no common ground for her to even try to listen to your side to get an understanding of them two people that she was referring to.
Damn it.
And all I wanted was an opportunity to, tell my side of why she's been coming after me. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason why she should. She said today, like, who is Jen Armand? She's not even a YouTube creator. She's nobody. Exactly, Jessica. That's exactly what it is.
So
Leave
because
me alone.
if you're not a YouTube creator,
Leave
you're
me
nobody?
alone.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
And I hope the message get cut across. But like you said,
Force people are someone,
I
if
have
you're not a
seen,
YouTube creator. That's
things
crazy.
that you have said,
That doesn't make any sense
about her. So, like you said, to be fair and honest, like you said, she attacked you first and you attack her back, just not on this platform. I know you be on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I have my little group. I have my little alties group. But frankly, they're tired of it too, and I'm not gonna bring it up anymore. Like this is the drop dead. I'm never mentioning her name again. I'm done.
God, this is
If she wants to continue and she wants, to keep mentioning my name, then people can see exactly what kind of person she is. I'm not going to play the game anymore. Fuck her. She doesn't exist in my world. Keep talking about me if you want, Jessica. Now that I've put out, now you look like the bitch if you continue, because I'm not going to spend my time anymore. I got other things to worry about. I can use my page with my 4,000 alties and talk about Kelsey Fitzsimmons and talk about Aiden's case and talk about other things, other things that are happening in Massachusetts. I don't need to, I don't need to talk about her anymore.
Well, you know what? That's very honorable of you to come on here. You look like I said, and give your valid, true journey, because you don't have that type of platform to speak on YouTube to where people gonna see it and get your truth, right? But like you said, you stated what you stated. You said you're through with it. She can keep on talking about you if she want to, right? But like you letting the world know, you're through. And
I'm done.
And I hope the world understand it. Like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. I understand, she came at you, but like I said, I'd be fair and unbiased. It was hypocritical, because she did the same. She's doing the same thing. And plus, another thing, right?
Trying to do something.
You had your speaking with the GOAT, and that's nobody else's business. So I look at it like that as well.
What else we got going on here? Let me skip.
Talk about my family. Respect her husband, her or her children, right?
Right. I would never do that. Her children seem like lovely young adults. Yeah, and obviously they've been raised to be that way, and that is amazing. There's nothing better in life than raising self-sufficient,
I do not.
Smart kids who are going to add to society. There's nothing. That's the goal in life. If you choose to be a parent, is to have that in it.
Okay, what else?
To speak her valid, true journey.
What was happening?
Right.
That was it. Okay, hold on.
In the last 6 months, and I'd love to see it come together again to just support him financially. And
oh man, things you said. Period.
I guess that was kind of like it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not really understanding a ton of what he says anyway. I was wondering what was gonna be said. And so I just want to know. I just wanted to know. God damn it. Yeah, that's killing me. I can't with that. Like, I cannot. I cannot. Okay, so hold on. Let me get. My comments are like not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but I feel like I was expecting something. hold on. I'm looking for something. I mean, it's better to give one view to that than 100. Sorry, we were buffering again. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Okie dokie. Oh boy. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw this, by the way. Hold on. That's not it. This. But apparently in the Lifetime movie for the Karen Reed saga, this is who they chose to do Aiden. This is the guy. They Oh, Ronnie the juror. Yes, we could talk about that. I'm sure they know. Sorry. Pull up my pants here. Okay, so this is this is who they chose. This is who's gonna play Aiden in the Lifetime movie, apparently. And when you hear the guy talk, it's even more funny. It is even more fucking funny. I literally spit my coffee out when I saw this. I literally did that. You got it, my friend. Like I can't. Okay. I spit my coffee out. I was like, this can't be real. And then it was. Yeah. I mean, most green screens are green. Mine is. I don't use mine. I haven't had to really. I kind of don't mind having just the background. I mean, I could use it, but I feel like for this right now, it's not, I don't need it right this minute. You know what I mean? But this made my day. Okay. This made my damn day. All right. This was pretty good. This was. Oh God, it made my day. I can't lie. I mean, does that not really give you like narcissistic Aiden vibes? That gives me, you know, it does. It just does. It's pretty fitting, if you ask me. Pretty damn fucking. I know, right? That ego must hurt. Must hurt, right? It must. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I mean, Aiden has said some pretty like racist level shit in the past, and even today, you know. But that's who he is. It's not a shocker, you know. Hasn't Ray already shown his face? I think I saw a clip of it, right? Like he has. You can tell he's not white. Like, yeah, it's just chilling. It's you know, it's right before Christmas, and I'm like, you know, it's so stressful for everybody right now, including myself. And it's like, I thought I would just, you know, we could just chill today, you know? I mean, it's pretty funny, right? I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Speaking of wheeze, you guys are gonna love this. Okay. Hold on. I have to let you guys hear this. Hold on. Baby. I have to let my little tell you guys. I have to let her tell you guys, okay? Because last night it was the cutest thing ever, and I have to let her tell you. Come here. That's okay. I got the camera off. Okay. So what happens when you cough? What are you doing when you cough? Tell them what you told mommy that happens when you cough.
Weaseling?
Yeah, that happens when you cough.
Stop it. It's not funny.
Yeah.
It's weaseling.
It's wheezing, baby.
Oh my God, it's weaseling. What are your friends?
I
saying
think
right
I
now?
thought you guys would think that is so cute because I asked her three times and she was like, I think I'm weaseling when I cough. And I just started laughing and I said, you think you're gonna what? She's like, I think I'm
LOL.
I think I'm weaseling. I said, girl, what are you saying is happening when you're coughing?
It's weaseling.
I'm weaseling. And me and Dad just looked at each other and started laughing.
LOL.
She's reading your comment that she saw the LOL on the
Poor little
screen.
thing.
She's got a cough, but it's LOL. Yeah. she said weaseling like 4 times. And I'm like, honey,
It's weaseling.
it's wheezing, baby. It's not weaseling. Oh. It's weaseling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you. I said I love you. I gotta love you.
You're weaseling.
You're weaseling.
Stop it.
Stop it.
It's not funny.
Boop. Looks like Worcester. Say bye. Go ahead. Say bye.
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 You can't do my bye. That's my bye.
Thank you, Wallflower. Bye.
Bye, bestie. Thank you, Wallflower. Bye. She said weaseling. I kid you not. It was so funny. You're welcome. It was so cute. I can't. It was just too cute to not. I know that's why I have my finger on the mute button. She's too funny. She's too funny. She's just too funny. Yeah, she's weaseling. She's weaseling. Weaseling. Oh God, it was so cute because she clearly thought that that's what it was. You know what I mean? Instead of wheezing, she actually thought it was weaseling. So funny. You prayed it. That is awesome. Fun fact: I was actually offered a role in a Netflix show that ended up being a really big show later on, and I couldn't take it because they were filming in the Carolinas. And unfortunately, the schedule wasn't going to work for me. But she was so funny, weaseling. Like me and Dad just looked at each other, and I was like, what happens when you call funny? It's weaseling. She was so serious, and I'm just laughing, and she's like, what? And Dad's laughing, and she's like, but what? And I'm like, weaseling. Like weaseling. Yeah, weaseling. Sound like a weaseling. Yeah, when she coughs, you can hear it. Like just the cough. She's not wheezing. She doesn't know what wheezing is, but she's coughing. And so she's like, I think I'm weaseling. I'm like, there's no wheezing happening, honey. It's because my neighbor's kids, my neighbor was telling me, like one of the kids sounded like they were wheezing with the cough when we were at the bus stop on Friday. So weaseling, I can't. It's so funny. It was so funny. I can't. Yep. Yep. Oh, too funny. I can't. I literally can't. She's too funny. Okay. So funny. My mouse, I think it's running out of like juice here because I'm moving it and it's like not, I think it needs new batteries. She's too funny. It's just too funny. Looks like a townie. Oh my God. It literally does. Kind of. Right? I mean, this is pretty good. Oh, hey, Grave. Turtle's going to prison sometime next year. Wouldn't it be great if it wasn't next year? To be fair, Tuesdays and Thursdays are indictment drop days. And, I was hoping maybe today would be an indictment drop day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying. Yeah, close enough. Screw it, weaseling. Oh my God, you're in the Braintree Mall. I pray for you, sir. I will pray for you. Okay. I haven't been to that mall in years, although I would love to go. I do not have time before Christmas to get my butt down there because I don't drive. But if I could, I would. Oh my God. Hilarious. I think he's already been tagged in it a bunch of times, but it's funny nonetheless. My favorite superhero, Wonder Woman. She's amazing. Bye, Shay. Oh, photography. I took photography in high school, funny enough. That's so fun. I love that, Freeze. We're gonna have to talk more about that because I am like dying to know certain things. I have so many questions. So many questions. I have so many questions about the behind the scenes, like film industry. So me and you are gonna have to have a chit chat. Happy shopping, Benny. I did love taking photography in high school. I did. I do. Mouse juice with the turtle tears. That's such a good idea. God damn it. It's such a good idea. I mean, they're making Batman, Superman. I mean, Superman's a pretty good one, right? It's such a good idea. I have so many questions. You guys know me. I'm very inquisitive. I need to know certain things. And now I need to know, right? Like, but I thought this was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. This made me laugh. This was hilarious. Like, this is amazing. Like, I mean, come on. This is great. This is absolutely freaking great. This guy playing Aiden. I mean, he's probably going to have like a 10-second cameo in it and have a meltdown because they like cut out his part in all of it. I can't. It's too funny for me. I can't. Ooh, that's a good question. I have seen the Conjuring movies, but I don't think I saw them all. Probably not all of them. I saw some of them, but I definitely didn't see all of them. That's for sure. Favorite Christmas movie? Ooh, that's a good one. While we're on those, I want to say thank you to something that just came in. It is from our friend Grave, and it was a very kind $100 donation. It says, "For Merry Christmas to you, your husband, and your children." Thank you so much, Grave. I appreciate you, my friend. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. See, what happens when you give good karma comes back. And this is what I mean. And if you guys don't know what I mean, but I know what I mean. And this is why I tell you to put good karma in the world. You know, even if you can't really do it, you can. Like, there's always a way that you can. And good karma eventually comes back. And it might not be instant like this was for me, but it eventually comes around even when you need it, you know? And I love that. So thank you, Grave. I appreciate that very much. If you would like to join to the channel and support the channel, there's a bunch of different ways, including free ways to do so. You can hit the like button, the subscribe button if you already haven't, share the video, of course, hype the video when it's not live anymore. That is actually helpful to get more views and more people seeing our channel. There's other ways to do the donations, which we have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Revolut. We have Chime. Chime is actually the same as Cash App. It's the only reason why it's not like on the screen right now, but it's literally the exact same thing. And then there's super chats, super stickers, and memberships. And I hope everybody gets their membership before Christmas Eve. I gave what I could today for those 15 memberships. And I'm glad that it went to some of you who are here all the time. I hope that before Christmas Eve, you guys either get one or you get, you know, one gifted to you, because I really want everybody here who can be and who might be, you know, alone on Christmas Eve, or who just wants to have a good time while you're wrapping, you know, like have something to talk about, someone to talk to, you know, chilling. And I might even do like not necessarily an open link, but if people want to come up and do like a panels type thing ahead of time, like I might do something like that so that multiple people can have multiple conversations, and I can also be I need to be rapping too. So, you know, and it would be fun to have other people on, not just maybe Deidre will be up for that if she's not busy, or some of you. I love Wonder Woman. 1 second, guys. I got to give my little her medicine for her throat. Also, let's please send some love, even if it's here in chat, to Ashley. She's having surgery today, and she's going to be laid up for Christmas, and that's going to suck for her to be, laid up. She can't drive or go anywhere for weeks. She has surgery this morning, so thank you so much, Allie. I appreciate that. But Ash is one of my good friends, and she's a mod here, and she makes it so that we don't have to have ads on our YouTube. And so we appreciate her and we love her, and we hope that the surgery goes really well and that she heals up fairly quick. Yeah, I love it. This casting is amazing. It is amazing. Right? It's karma. You gotta, it's coming out. I think was it January 15th, this Lifetime movie of it. It's pretty uncanny. It is pretty uncanny. Doesn't he look like? I don't think he looks like Kevin. Too young to be Kevin, in my opinion. And Aiden used to wear those big headphones, by the way. Like, used to wear exactly those types of big headphones like that. Oh, I love that you're trauma informed. That's amazing. Not everyone is, and I think that's super important in any industry, to be informed about trauma. Yeah, I love Wonder Woman. In my opinion, Hank is also the GOAT. And Superman. Maybe one day we'll have Hank on. I would like to pick his legal brain in a general sense. In a general sense. I wanna pick his legal brain. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Why are guys so obsessed with Linda Carter? I don't know. Yeah, I think I forget the name of Kate Cassidy is who they got for her. I think she looks pretty close in my opinion. There you are for your membership. You got it. That's great. I love it. Oh God, she used to. Oh my God, I used to have to bribe her to take the medication. Like, I will get you a candy bar next time I'm at the store. I will let you stay up 15 minutes late. Like, it used to be such a fight, such a fight. Oh, absolutely send an email. twistedtragedies3@gmail. I'll put it in the chat just for all of it. I mean, any of you can reach out to me via email. I encourage conversations with all of you. Oh, we're buffering again. But my email's now in chat. I always mean to put it in the description. I need to start roping that in. I always seem to forget. I used to always put it in the descriptions, and I've just been forgetting lately. But I do encourage anybody to reach out and email me. I put it in the chat there, so you guys have it. So, yeah, she was good as Wonder Woman. She was gorgeous. She was gorgeous. She played, yeah, in the TV series way back in the day. Lots of prayers for Ash. Quick healing and comfort is right. Do we know who the actor is? Okay. I don't know the guy's name. That's a good question, Michelle. I'm not sure of the guy's name. But it was like when I was like, oh, I can't. This is pretty damn good. Like, it was pretty damn good. Absolutely gorgeous, right? Check you out, Miss Little Member. Miss Little Member Ski. I didn't see it. Hopefully we get a name, but I mean, it looks pretty close. That's for sure. You know, I thought it was a pretty close. I thought it was pretty close, you know? Ooh, Constantine, that was a pretty good movie. You're totally welcome. Who could possibly recreate all those wild faces? I know that's very true. I mean, they better have Kate Cassidy do a good job because, to be fair, Karen did make a lot of faces in court. So you'd have to like try to nail those, you know? Ooh, celebrity crushes. Yeah, I didn't find it either. No dice myself. You know, when I was younger, I loved George Clooney. Oh, thank you for being a member, Karen. I love that some of you are becoming members. Now I can just hope and pray that like maybe more memberships are gifted to those of you who can't buy them yourselves, and then we'll be rocking and rolling when it comes to Christmas Eve. That's for sure. You know, I want to make sure that everybody who, you know, can make it here does. So I gifted what I could earlier to all you so that use my Google Play points and whatnot to make sure that we get some of you in here that might not have been able to before. And I think it's important. So hold on a second. My mouse is going nutty here. Please hold for a second while my little sorry. You know what? I got a good question. I got a great question. Okay, you know how many Batmans there were, right? Who played your favorite Batman? There's been like 10 different actors, including George Clooney, but who played Batman the best in your opinion? Who did you like for Batman? Now think about all the years that someone played Batman, okay? Because I can tell you which one my favorite was, but I want to see if anybody agrees with me here. There is a consensus of how many people liked Clooney how many people liked Val Kilmer, how many people liked Pattinson. He played it in 2022. Affleck, he's played it a couple times. Adam West, which was way old in the 60s, 66 to 68 is when he played it. Christian Bale, Kevin Conroy, which kind of did like the voice of it. Michael Keaton was like 89 in the 90s. And then again, I think in 2020 something. But yeah, Christian Bale was my favorite. Christian Bale absolutely 100% was my favorite Batman. 100% was my favorite Batman. I mean, how could you not like Christian Bale as Batman, to be fair? You know? Although I do think that Affleck did a good job too. Keaton did a good job too. But for me, definitely Christian Bale. That was my favorite. Adam West was the OG on that. See, some people say Keaton. Kevin Conroy for the animated, yeah. Yep. Oh, it's over here. I'm scared to watch. Don't be afraid. Val Kilmer. Yeah, he was good, but he wasn't my favorite. My favorite was definitely Christian Bale for sure. But Adam West was the original. Yep. Michael Keaton. A lot of people say Keaton. A lot of people say Keaton. A lot of people say Kilmer. A lot of people say Affleck. And I'm like, do you all forget that Christian Bale played him too? I don't know. I'm a sucker for like dark hair and like some good light eyes, you know? Good. Good afternoon, Marianne. I am. I'm a sucker. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be what side they're going to, do this Lifetime movie from. Like, that's the thing. But I'm sure most people will watch to see how it goes, I think in Val Kilmer and George Clooney's case, the scripts were the problem. I agree, because you can't say Clooney's not a good or Kilmer. Like, they're both very good actors. I think it was the scripts, really. But my favorite just all around, oh my God, I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Okay. To be fair, Supernatural is one of my ultimate favorite TV shows. And I am like, Dean is my ultimate. Some people say they like Sam, and some people like, I am a Dean girl. Okay. I am a Dean girl, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan played their dad in Supernatural. He wasn't in a lot of the episodes, but he was in it. And so every time I think of Jeffrey Dean Morgan, most people think of like Walking Dead. I think of him from way back in like Supernatural days, Yeah, George Clooney does actually apologize for that movie, which is so funny. It would be weird. It is weird. I couldn't imagine that. When I was younger, people used to say I looked like Nelly Furtado way, way back then. Obviously, I was much more skinnier. My skin was a lot darker. I was in the sun more. And I'm Spanish, so I get a lot darker in the sun. But that's what they likened me to back then. And if you look at old pictures of me from when I was much younger, early 20s, you can see it. But I don't think that I look like anyone else. So I couldn't imagine who they could find to play someone to look like you. You know what I mean? Like they'd have to nail the look as well as the way you talk, the way you walk, the way, you know what I mean? The way you do certain things, or it's not going to come across screen correctly. I could never imagine how they would do that. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. To donate to the channel, there's a bunch of different ways to do that. There are these ways: PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Chime, and then there's a link in chat that you can click on. You can use credit or debit on that one, or you can do a super chat or a super sticker. That's how you can support the channel. What shows do I watch? Well, that's a good question. I don't really watch a ton of TV anymore. I mean, I like Fire Country. I like Sheriff Country. I like those two. I used to watch 6. It was about SEAL Team 6. And one of the guys who played in that ended up being on Fire Country. So I like those. But I don't prefer any which one. Obviously, the most direct routes are always the best for any creator that you support, which would be things like Cash App or PayPal or Venmo. But it doesn't matter to me one way or another. You're much money than mine. Huh? I'm not really sure what that means. That's optional for people. They don't have to do it. They can choose to support the channel in any way they want, including hitting the like button or subscribing. And do not make a ton of money just because I'm a YouTuber. It's not the way it works, especially when you have a small channel. You have to work twice as hard, unfortunately. It's just kind of the way it works. But thank you for asking, Socrates. I appreciate that. Shamar Moore. Yeah, I do like Shamar Moore. He's pretty good. I liked him in the 2 different shows that I saw him in. He's pretty good. Aw, it is. It doesn't matter how. It's all appreciated. Any series drama except Game of Thrones and Twin Peaks. So one of my favorite shows, which obviously isn't on TV anymore, was The 100. I absolutely adore that show. It reminds me a lot of Lost. If you ever watched Lost back in the day, that was such a good show. Well rated. Angioplasty hurts. Well, I'm pretty sure it would. The kids had a few things on Amazon on my wish list, but pretty much everything that was on there won't come before Christmas at this point. So unfortunately, I just have to get out to the store for anything that's left over, which I plan on doing today for my last run. My neighbor is going to go to the stores around 5, and I'm going to go with her because, as you guys know, I don't drive. So that'll be my last run out to any stores at all before Christmas. Thank God. I think it's going to be a shit show because it's going to be after 5. So y'all should pray for me in the way that we're praying for Benny right now with him walking through the Braintree Plaza. I pray for him because the Braintree Plaza I haven't been to in years, but it can absolutely be a nightmare around Christmas time. I'm from Norfolk County, so I lived in that area for a extremely long period of time. I grew up there. And my God, when I tell you the Braintree Plaza used to be a nightmare during Christmas, it was such a nightmare. Oh, you didn't hate the ending? I'm shocked. As you say, it's an unpopular opinion, especially when it comes to Game of Thrones. But a lot of people hated the ending of it. Hated the ending of Game of Thrones. So the Supreme Court denied Kelsey Fitzsimmons' motion. Well, that's as I predicted. And clearly as you predicted. Not a lawyer, but I am an economist. And it's one thing economists are good at. It's cutting through the hype. So I predicted that as well. There was no real legal reason that they were appealing. I knew it would be denied. It doesn't mean I think that she should be in jail. She shouldn't. She should be in treatment, and jail isn't going to treat her. Believe me, I worked in a prison for the criminally insane. Okay. It doesn't, they need real treatment, and you're not going to get the full treatment in a prison. You're just not the treatment that you need. But I did know that, in my opinion, as we've talked about, if you've been here with me for a while, you knew that I predicted that would be denied. There was no legal reason that another judge could overturn what that judge decided. The judge decided it based on real legal footing that she would have to go back. And that's Tim Bradle's fault, in my opinion. Absolutely Tim Bradle's fault. There's no one else to blame in that scenario but Tim Bradle. I knew it would be denied. The whole weekend was a shit show everywhere. Oh, I bet. I live in Braintree. I was at the mall. TJ Maxx, Brands Alliance. Oh my God. I am so sorry, Michelle. That is horrible. That is terrible. I know exactly what you mean. I grew up in that area as a kid. Our parents would drop us off at the mall and we'd walk around and go eat at the food court, maybe buy something at like Claire's or, Dappy or, any of the other stores that we liked. And then we'd eat, and then our parents would pick us back up, believe me, I get it. I know what it was like to shop in that mall, even as an adult. And it's a fucking nightmare. It's so big too, but the lines, because there's so many different stores, especially the hat store, Lids, that's a nightmare. Victoria's Secret Pink is a nightmare right now. TJ Maxx would be a nightmare. Claire's, any of the places that like are super popular you could think of are going to be an absolute freaking nightmare to go in and out of right now, at the Braintree Plaza for that matter. Usually the pet store, you got everybody over there wanting to pet the puppies, which is like, those puppies get so much love during Christmas time. How about we bring that love to those puppies when it's not Christmas time? Those poor guys, I don't like the idea of them being in these glass cases. People are just looking at them and they're just looking out of these glass cases like, let me out of here. I feel so bad. I make a prediction, but in my opinion, it should have been clear to all these lawyers covering it. It was clear to them. And this is the part that gets me, YBE, because to me, it was clear. To Melanie, it was clear. To brother counsel, they absolutely would have known that it was going to be denied. So what does that tell me? Right? What it tells me is that they're not being honest with their audiences. There's nothing I can do about that, but that's what it tells me, right? They absolutely 100% knew it would be denied. They knew in the same way that I knew, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They absolutely knew. And so what does that tell me? Is that they feed into the hype, or they feed into what people want them to say, or their opinion needs to be what people want them to say. I'm not going to do that. I refuse to shock jock for no reason. I refuse to just say what people want me to say versus what I really think. I knew it would be denied. It's not a secret. It absolutely was going to be denied. There was no legal reason for another judge to be able to overturn that at all. They knew that that would happen. Yet, that's not what they said, you know? Unfortunately, I can't change what they do, but I wish that they would just be a little more, transparent. Bradel's not a good attorney, in my opinion, either. You can't argue with the judge for cruel and unusual punishment. You know what I mean? Like, you'd rather her go back. It doesn't make sense. Like, so yeah, so apparently it's not cruel. Like, make it make sense. You're arguing against your own argument, Bingo. Same issue with Aiden's case. He argues for free speech when, if there was a violation of the First Amendment, it would be the right to protest, not speech, and it's illegal to protest homes. Well, the thing is he's just not, like, all he had to do was bring a letter in from her medical provider, and he didn't do that. He didn't bring any evidence to the court. And the way he was talking let the judge know that he wasn't being honest, right? She caught him. He wasn't being honest. And so then, if you're not bringing forth to the court a good damn reason that someone who pulled a gun, can't follow these very specific things, that they need to go back. He could have brought in a letter and that could have solved the problem. He didn't. He chose not to, like, come on. It is a losing argument, in my opinion. It's not free speech. Free speech is not absolute. And we talked about this yesterday. Free speech is not absolute. It doesn't allow you to just commit crimes. Ooh, I watch Reacher. My husband likes Reacher, so we do watch that. The Boys, I have not been able to watch. I have not gotten a chance to sit down and actually watch The Boys, but my boy Dean's in that one in the later seasons. And so I do have an intent to watch it at some point. But Reacher, I do watch with my husband. We also like Ghosts. It's like a comedy half-hour show, and we end up watching it on Paramount Plus after it's on TV. It comes out like the next day after it's on TV, but it's funny. If you've never watched Ghosts, you should. I think you would like it. It's about these ghosts that when they die, they're like stuck in that location, and some people it gets left to her when someone in her family passes away, and she turns it into like a B&B, and she can see them after she falls down the stairs and hits her head, so she can then see the ghosts and talk to them, but her husband can't. And it's quite funny. I think you guys would like it. I mean, put it on like 2.5 or 1.5, you'd be able to catch up quick. But to me, it's not really more about like demanding as it is like one has a platform, and I mean platform as in like video, you know what I mean? Like, I have the option to press my live stream and say whatever I want to say, and thousands of people can watch it, right? When you're just tweeting something, some people might see it, some people might not, but I have the ability to press the button and let people hear what I have to say, announce that I'm going to say it, put a title and a thing that catches people. Like, so if one person has that and the other doesn't, it's kind of not an even playing field. And I feel like at some point I stayed quiet about when Aiden attacked me too. And then I finally was like, F this. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going to say my piece, period. And so I did, right? But without a platform, that would have been really hard to counter. So it's like, I do think that everyone deserves a chance to say their piece and, debunk, or at least correct people or dispel a lie or whatever. Oh, yeah. The cat is finished, folks.
Yeah, I'm still coloring the back a little bit with a different.
Well,
color
almost
maybe.
finished, but she wanted to show you guys her lamp that she's almost finished of the
Mine
kitty
is
cat.
dying.
I do think that most people should have the opportunity, if someone's using their platform, to say something about them, to then, get on a platform and say their piece as well, So, I get it. I get it. There was a lot of back and forth with a lot of people when it comes to this kind of stuff, but I also want to be fair when I can and take the part out of either I don't like that person or whatever. I mean, I try to be fair even when it comes to like Meredith or anyone else that I have had any problem with. Like, try to see it from like, it's not from the part of like, oh, I don't like them, but from a point that's fair, right? Because if I don't, I'd be a hypocrite, right? So I'm trying to, the streamer who is doing the talking should bring the person on and talk to them directly without muting them. Well, that's the problem though, is the person who brings them on has the ability to do that. And then it just makes the other person look stupid. So most people aren't going to agree to do that for that very reason. So same thing Aiden does is he'll mute them and then he'll spin. He'll go, well, what about this? Right? Won't answer the question that was asked of him. But what about this? And what about the thing that you did? And what about the thing that this person did? And what about what that's a good idea. Why don't we talk about so and so? Like he just spins. He spins the nonsense. Well, I didn't close out the extra screen because I thought it was funny to look at the actor who's going to play Aiden. I mean, it is quite funny. It's uncanny. That's the reason why I left it up. It's because it's almost like a background at this point, right? It's kind of like a background. Like this is who Aiden this is who's playing Aiden in the Lifetime movie. Like that's it right there, folks. This is it right here. Right? It's so cute. I knew she would love it. I knew she would love painting that and making it her own. And the fact that it was a lamp made it even better. I absolutely love it. I mean, yes. I mean, a lot of people punch down. I'm not a huge fan of punching down, But I want pink Christmas trees and bubbles. I'm telling you, I love my pink Christmas tree. I showed you guys my Christmas tree yesterday. It's got a big pink bow on the top, I love it. In commentary community, which I'm more involved in, it's standard for the streamer to have a conversation with someone they're talking about. Sometimes they choose a third person they both trust. Well, see, that's the problem, though, is that doesn't always work out that way. And so that's a reason why people won't, choose to go forth with it. You watch it? I love Ghosts. I love it. It's hilarious. Going to reread as indictment and other court filings. You should. There's a lot in there. There is a lot in there. Like, quite a lot in there. And I think people skip past all of that, which is unfortunate. It is. It's unfortunate. Absolutely unfortunate. I'm trying to, what in the hell is going on here? My freaking mouse, I think, is dying. Like, what is happening? No, I don't think I find Idris Elba hot, but I do like the acting, No, it's not JLR. This is the act. Someone else said the same thing. Someone else was like, I thought that was JLR. Like, no, it's not. It's not JLR. It kind of does look like him in a way, though. Definitely kind of does. Someone else was saying that on Twitter, and I was like, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I could totally see that. But it isn't him, which is funny. I was like, dang. Let's see. See, I never saw that show, Luther. I love his acting, though, and other stuff. I've never watched that one. AK's a true bully because he attacks people but does not give them a chance to speak. He never will, because if they speak, then they have to they can debunk his lies, and he's not going to remember which ones he told. It is one of the merry things that signals at a cult. Also, if you like question even like the smallest thing, he tells people to like go die in a hole. Remember the whole like, oh, you can only donate $5 or less. at $5 or more on his channel, or it's not worth it and he's not going to read it. I mean, how ungrateful do you have to be? I don't care if it's $2, right? I don't care if somebody donates $2 to my channel, right? They are donating something in support of the channel, right? Maybe that's all they can afford. Why does it have to be 5 or more? That's crazy. You too, my friend. You tell Kenda I said hi, and those pups too, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Ben Affleck was never going to play him in a movie. He ran into Ben Affleck in the Cape, just like a bunch of other people did. Ben Affleck didn't even know who he was. He took the picture just like he took a picture with a bunch of other people who were in the Cape who ran into Ben Affleck. That's the funny part. But this is the guy. Yeah, this is the guy they got to play Turtle Douche. I don't see Kevin. I mean, the headphones maybe, but again, Aiden wore those headphones, the exact same black type, just like that for a very long time. George Costanza and the clown. Gotta love Costanza. So funny back in my day. I feel like an old person. Back in my day, I used to walk 3 miles in the snow to school. But seriously, back in my day, Seinfeld, hilarious, okay? Girl, you don't have a holiday. You are at that facility every day, whether it's a holiday or not. All right? You, my friend. You know when your holiday is going to be? Is when you come to visit. That'll be your holiday. When you come to visit and you're not running in and out of said facility every day. George Costanza and the clown. I can't get over it. So funny. So funny. I love it. I freaking love it. I absolutely love it. We've been here 2 hours and 30 minutes. If you would like to show your support to the channel, there are many ways of doing so. You can hit the like button, the subscribe button. You can buy a membership. You can gift memberships to other people, which is always nice. You can hype the video when it's no longer live, which is definitely helpful to the show. And then there are the monetary ways, of course, which are Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Revolut, Chime. Chime is the same as Cash App. All of those things are in the description of the video here on YouTube. And then we have a link that is pinned into the top of the chat that you can use a credit or debit card. You can enter any amount you want. You can remain anonymous on any of these. Any and all donations are definitely appreciated by the channel because we're just a small little channel. And so we get by only on the kindness of all of you. So we very well appreciate any and all support in any way that you guys give it, including hitting that like button. That is how I defeated a bad narrative about me. Some streamer talk crap, a third person invited us both on panel, and I went in, and now I'm friends with them for years. It's how non-cult communities work. I don't do open panels because it turns into a shit show a lot of the time. And I also have seen audiences, not that you guys would, because I know my audience well, but you might get like trolls that will pop in a channel like mine where people aren't cruel. You might find that like trolls will pop in and all of a sudden they're saying these cruel, awful things about someone who's on screen who isn't normally there, a guest. Oh, why do they talk that way? Why do they look that way? Why is their hair this color? Why is their shirt that color? What are they wearing? What are they doing? And it's like, why don't you get the balls to get up there if you're going to criticize someone else, right? And so I hate seeing stuff like that. I hate seeing that kind of cruelty. So I just don't do open panels. I'll do, with people I know, like ahead of time, I might schedule something and say, hey, I'll send you a link if you want to pop on and do it that way. I might try to do something like that with some of you who want to do it for Christmas Eve, but I don't do open panels because it can turn into a shit show. And then you also can't control, like, if one person goes off on another person, right? You can't control what they're going to say, how they're going to say it. And so you don't want people coming on your show and saying cruel or off-putting things that might turn your audience off to it and think that because you're held responsible. So no matter what comes out of someone else's mouth, the audience holds the host responsible. So if someone I bring up here in an open panel starts going off or they're screaming and yelling, or they say something about someone that's like really crass, like Aiden style crass, your audience is going to hold you accountable. It's going to be my fault. Well, why didn't I bounce them out? Or why didn't I stop them? Or how could I let them say such a thing? So it's the host that always gets held, to account for anything anybody on a panel says. So I am very careful not to do that, because it can turn bad very quickly, and I can't say that I, agree with everything every person says who comes on my panel, but at the same time, like, you have to know that your audience holds you to account for what they say. So even if it's something you don't specifically agree with, that's the person who's on the panel's opinion, right? I'm not going to stifle someone's opinion, but I also might not agree with it. But the audiences usually take it as whatever someone who comes on your show says, you must agree with it. And so there's a reason why I just don't do open panels, and a bunch of different reasons, as I just said. But I think it's good for people to have conversations and build bridges and try to get over this hate and vitriol that anger that Aiden has helped spread everywhere, He cannot. So he holds that grudge. I mean, ask Leah, right? She's in chat. She's been dealing with him for 7 years, right, Leah? 7 years. 7 years. He still can't stop saying her name or dragging her into things she has nothing to do with at all. 7 fucking years, dude. I would totally do Christian Bale. You know who my celebrity crush is that my husband totally knows I would take a hall pass on? Is the Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. He was Jax. He played Jax. Yep, definitely my hall pass. And of course, like, Channing Tatum. Duh. Duh. Yeah, open panels can be a shit show, which is partly why I don't do open panels, because they absolutely can be a crazy, insane way of doing things. Hold on one second. So I just want to check something. I was looking at something earlier and I didn't get a chance to. I'm going to have to close this out. On X. I know that Meredith posted something a while ago, but I mean, a reason in the middle of dinner. I love it. Shut the hell up. Whap. Oh, what's this? Sorry, guys. What? Ha ha. LMO. No, I'm joshing. I wish. I'm Guardia Owl and Money Tits. I'm totally confused. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. 12 days of Auntie Deb 512. Why is Jimmy still trolling Betero as recently as October? And now Aiden's paralegal too. This guy truly cannot help himself. Reminder, this is the same person whose house he probably drove by while teaming up with a mentally unstable man on a weird vigilante mission. In the text below, Olivia is the one he wants to, quote, catch. At some point, it stops being online beef and just becomes compulsive behavior. P.S. This weird owl burner of his has some interesting posts you should all check out before he deletes. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Of course I have. I went to, I went with a friend of mine. She, on her bucket list, she had actually broken up with her ex, who was just a very toxic human being. But on her bucket list, she wanted to go see certain people in concert. And she had a couple other things on her bucket list. Hold on one second, guys. So I went with her 2 years ago, and we saw Garth Brooks, probably one of the best concerts I have been to. It was an amazing concert, although it was really freaking hot. It was nighttime, and it was still like, 90 degrees out. So I had flat ironed my hair, and it was like starting to like puff out, and I'm like, this is crazy. But we kind of stood on the bridge and let the air come in and out, which was nice. And there was a security guy behind us that was like chilling. Like, he didn't care that we were standing there because our seats were like, there was no breeze. And so there was this one security guy who was like way younger than us, kept coming by and telling us to move out the bridge. It's like, you can walk behind, like, there's plenty of room, right? We're just standing at like, where the bar is. And we're just standing there watching. It's like, there's no one else. Like, we're not bothering anybody. Like, leave us the fuck alone, guy. And so the other security guy, that guy, we're like, yeah, and we'll move. And the guy keeps moving. And I turn around to the other security guy and I go, what is his problem? He goes, he takes his job too seriously. And then, the other security guy comes back, like 15 minutes later. He's like, all right, guys, you got to get off the bridge. And we're like, yeah, we'll do that. No, we didn't. We never did. We watched the whole thing there. It was a beautiful breeze coming in just in that spot. Just in that spot. Pearl Jam was another pretty good concert I went to. I've been to Country Fest a bunch of times, obviously. Rammstein, oh my God, I totally forgot about them. That probably was a good one. Du hast mich. Oh, I hear ya. I forgot they even existed. That's so funny. God, if I thought about all the places I've been and all the things I did in life, I've been to a lot of places. I've done a lot of things, been on a lot of trips, even if they were like short trips. It's the memories that matter for me. It's the memories you make with the people that you care about. I remember so many times. Oh, Metallica, that had to have been a wicked good concert. I really want to see Journey, 3 Days Grace, the Eagles. Funny enough, was one of my dad's favorite bands, so I really want to see the Eagles. I really want to go see Journey, and I really want to see 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin. I like a plethora of different kinds of music. Funny enough. My husband loves country, but for me, I like a lot of rock, alternative, even metal, certain ones. Metallica is a great band. Journey was one of my favorites. I mean, you could go anywhere in the country, right? Anywhere. Walk into any bar in any place, right? Literally, right this very second, and start singing a Journey song. Oh, I forgot that existed. My child's not in school, so we don't need that. There's no school. They're on vacation. Hi, phone. Cool. Yep. Awesome. You could walk anywhere, literally anywhere, and start singing Don't Stop Believing. And the entire place would start singing it with you. The entire place. I remember one time, it was either my birthday or a friend's birthday. We were going to this little tiny bar, right? Little tiny bar, and they had like one of those, jukeboxes that has you can pick which songs you want. And so it's one of the songs we picked, right? And we're just sitting there, and there's like, I don't know, maybe 50 people in the bar. And, we're singing it, don't stop. And no more than 30 seconds, the entire bar, including the bartenders, the bar backs, like everyone is singing Journey, and I am videoing the whole thing. It's such a vibe. Right? Like you can go pretty much anywhere and just start busting out a Journey song and everyone's going to sing it. Like it's amazing. Saw them twice. I love Pearl Jam. I've never seen the Eagles. My dad was a huge Eagles fan. Hotel California was one of those songs that my dad loved. My dad also played the drums, but at my wedding, my dad was not alive. He had already passed a few years before that. And so during the father-daughter dance, we replaced it with the Eagles, Hotel California song, because it was one of my dad's favorite songs. So definitely the like button. MGK. Oof. That's a pretty good hall pass. Okay. I remember watching him on YouTube before he was even famous, like just doing YouTube. That was it. Doing videos there. Oh, Queen. That would have been a good one to see live for sure. Ozzy, because he's gone now. What? What? Rod Stewart put on the wildest concerts. You gotta love a good concert, right? Like you gotta love a good concert where they go like above and beyond to do things that are like things that like taking, audience. Oh, someone wants to hear this song. Cool. Let's do that. Right. We did that with Garth Brooks. He brought up his wife at one point. He started taking things from the audience. He brought someone on stage. He gave someone his guitar. Like it was just a vibe, And here's a funny story is for that concert, we had been sitting in traffic in Foxborough for like 2 hours. Right. And it was getting close to, and we had been forever sitting in that traffic. And so we didn't think we were going to make it in before he started. And so we make it in like right before 9. or right before 8. It was either 8 or 9. And so we went, and all of a sudden, as soon as we get there, the announcement is made. Garth Brooks is not going to come out on stage because there's still 20,000 people sitting in traffic waiting to get in. So he's going to delay until most of these people can get in. And he did. He delayed it until most of these people were sitting in traffic trying to get in. 20,000 more people could get in. And so we didn't miss anything, thank God. And it went a little late because of that. But I mean, he did a fantastic job. And the fact that he waited because so many people were still in traffic, I've never had that happen. I've never had an artist be like, all right, you know what? We're going to wait for the 20,000 people who are still sitting in traffic trying to get in here. We're like, usually that's the time they're doing it. They're getting off stage, in an hour or two. And that's that. He waited. And I thought that was awesome. Oh, he's definitely still hot. Oh my God, shut the hell up. I love that. Maybe your son can get Jesse a meet and greet. Just have a beer with the guy, maybe he can have dinner with all of us. That'd be fun. I've met Steven Tyler actually. When I was younger, I think 3rd grade, my parents had a little apartment in Marshfield and Stop and Shop. We were at Stop and Shop, my dad and us kids, and Steven Tyler happened to be there. And my dad was like fangirling because my dad played the drums and my dad was a musician, but he was literally nice as pie. Literally nice as pie. I probably have never met a celebrity nicer than running into Steven Tyler. He was just great. Like as a human being, he wasn't like jerky. Like he was awesome. Dream On, such a good song. Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is okay. Brad Pitt was all right back in his day. Jason Momoa, I mean, yeah. Johnny Depp, I do not find Johnny Depp hot. No, the answer is no. Dream On is such a good song. I know. See, you got Jessie fangirling now. Now, it, like, she needs to meet him. Needs to, goddammit. Needs to. Hold on one. What the actual hell is going on here? Amber was right. God, the buffering. I'm gonna have to reset the computer tonight. Jason Momoa was pretty hot. Come on now. I'm a fan of his acting, but I'm not a fan of Johnny Depp looks wise. I'm not like, oh, he's hot, Dean Cain, he was nice. That's pretty cool. I've met Pauly Shore. He's funny. He's pretty funny in person. I've met a lot of sports people I've met. Funny enough. The Bruins, way back in the early 2000s, the entire team. I like all kinds of music, all kinds. Probably the only kind I don't listen to is gospel, to be honest. I listen to country, techno, rap, rock, R&B, alternative, classics, pop. I like it all. I do. I love music. Music's for the soul, my friends, Oh my God, I love that. I love that. I freaking love that. It's going to be a long school vacation. I'm telling you guys. Gotta love Lenny Kravitz's music. I never found him attractive, not my type, but definitely, his voice is amazing. Gotta love some Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, I mean, I followed that loosely, but not my cup of tea for looks wise, if that makes sense. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up because it is 3:30 and I have to go out at 5 for my last run of anything for Christmas. And I am like bracing myself and hoping that it doesn't take like an astronomical amount of time to do a few things. Pray for me, okay? Pray for me because I would like it to not take forever to do what I need to do. And today's the last day I'm going out for anything, thank God. So make sure y'all hit the like button. We'd appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Make sure you get yourself a membership before Christmas Eve. So anybody who does become a member, including the people who became members today, will be entered into said raffle to win a Twisted Tragedies hoodie on our site or any items that equal what the hoodie is on our site. Courtesy of my husband who came up with this idea, and I will be allowing him to either pick the winner out of a hat or, press the button for the wheel or whatever we decide to do with it. Oh, thank you, Sharon. That was super nice of you. Oh, my phone is like, also, I want to say thank you to Kathy. I did get her thing that she sent for my daughter, and it was a big box of paint. So thank you so much, Kathy. She's going to absolutely love it. I got it yesterday. I appreciate you. My phone is like, I don't know what it's doing right now. Aww. Leah also sends 20 for Christmas. She says, for Merry Christmas, my friend. Well, Merry Christmas. Thank you. I'm just trying to check the emails here. Working on it. I don't know. I'd have to go in. Your hub's already picked my name. So funny. He's going to be picking it. I can't see right now. I have to go into like my dashboard to look. I would have to look in the dashboard, which isn't on the screen right now. My phone is like, I don't know what it's doing. It's totally doing its own thing at the moment. For whatever reason, it's like slow motion at the moment. I don't know what it's doing. I'm trying to find this one here from Sharon so I can say thank you. My phone is just like being slow motion today. Okay, I don't see anything here or here. Is it PayPal, Sharon? Or is it like wish list related? So I'm gonna find it because usually there's like, good. You guys usually leave good little notes that I appreciate, little uplifting notes that I like to read, Oh, that's kind of cool. I have to check later. Denzel Washington, he's on my bucket list. People who I want to meet, I see it. Thank you for your $20 donation. I appreciate you, my friend. Through talking shows again. That's all right. Lots of seasons of Ghost to watch. You got to watch them all. I don't know. Maybe it is The Wind. Ozarks was a good one. Maybe it is The Wind. I didn't see yours, Sharon, but hopefully it pops up, after the show. I appreciate you and I thank you, even though I don't see it right now. I'm sure it'll pop itself up or whatever. My phone's also like slow motion. I have to change over. I just haven't had a chance to go up to the store and do that. When I was with Ashley last time, we kind of ran out of time. And so I can only do as much as I can. But I love your stinking faces. And I hope everybody has an amazing rest of the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow anyway, right? So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll fill you in on some of the tea. Yeah, last 2 days. It's been the last 2 days for me too. That has been happening and going on. But until then, everybody stay amazing and stay beautiful and stay awesome. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.